please remember to like, subscribe, and share these videos. I need your support. I'm almost monetized, and then we're gonna really get into some good stuff. I am all for people trying things that they've never done, having the confidence to give it a go. I did. My mom got me a dog at 8 years old, Sam. I loved it. I think getting to know dogs was one of the big factors as to led to all my confidence I have as an adult. It's a learning experience I think everybody should have. It's unfortunate that when people can't handle it, some people kill these dogs, and that's sad. Okay, the saga continues. This is the next video in how things are going with Rainy. How's this rescue puppy turning out? What have we been doing? What are some of the things that we've screwed up on? What's working and what's not working? And I think I'm coming down to some pretty hard conclusions. So watch this one. I'm pretty sure she's feeling comfortable and confident. She sleeps on her back most of the time, which is a sign. The other morning, I set the dogs up for a little elder wisdom training. Sat them down in front of their ancestors and let them listen to some wise words. This may seem crazy in today's world, but I really listened to the people around me who were my elders, the older generation. I took in so much information by just shutting my mouth and listening more than I spoke. Now, I'm doing the best I can, but Rainy still has some serious boundary issues. She just doesn't really know what's going on around her. She takes what she wants. She does what she wants. Lester corrects her all the time. Frenchie, you know, the old mama dog, she tries to correct her, but she's the alpha female. And, you know, the other dogs in the pack aren't going to hurt her. I mean, you see here, Lester and her, this isn't too long ago. You know, she's really coming along. I mean, they sat and did this for, I sped this clip up. This is probably 3 minutes straight, I would say almost. Lester can only take so much of this though. He's really starting to slow down and hide in the bedroom and stay away from her. And I'm feeling bad for him. So I just continue to try to find new things for them to do. This was kind of a funny one. I had a couple eggs on the counter. I know Lester used to like eating eggs. And I decided to show Rain what an egg was. And she yanked it, grabbed it, took it out in the front yard and started loving it. Started loving the egg. But then I thought about the egg on the coat. So I asked her what the heck was going on. She picks it up, finally gets it to break, and she wins. There it is right there. So just another thing to keep them busy. Anything you can do. The golf course. The golf course has been a godsend. They love this. And thank goodness my job and my life keeps me on the run all the time. And I just keep, you know, I keep the chuck it in the car. We will pull over at any patch of green grass, dog park or not, as long as I have the chuck it out in front of them both. I don't even need a leash, so we can stop anywhere. We just stop, get some exercise, and have a new experience. So think back to all the experiences you've had in your life, all the times you've tried something new, all the new people you've met, all the scary situations you've been in. Take those all away. You don't have any confidence. You're not capable of communicating with people in a correct manner or acting normal in a social environment. Same goes for dogs. So I've just been taking her with me everywhere. Dogs go with me in the car. Dogs experience everything. And when they stick with you like these kind of dogs do, you can do that. But nothing has been more important than meeting Pepper. Let me be clear. What I mean by the most important thing is this was the first time spent with another dog that gave me a noticeable change in the way Rainy treated Lester and dogs at the park. So it was something about their interaction. I've had my fair share of labs and even blue heelers stick their heads out the window, but they could usually handle it for about 5 seconds. I don't know where this girl came from, but she thinks she is a rock star. We had to call in some backup. She was just not behaving. She was coming along, but she just wasn't listening. We had to find her a little something extra, and that's where we called in the bulldog. I'll admit right up front, I don't really understand the point of the French bulldog. You know, maybe a bulldog, but I don't get the little mini dogs that sound like that. There's no question that Rainey needed more socialization. And just like kids, they need to socialize with friends their own age. And luckily, this Frenchie, Pepper, was right at her age. And lucky she was a female. I think that's exactly what Rainey needed. There wasn't enough female energy. But at first, it was just literally Rain was like, no, don't touch this. Don't touch that. Don't touch my dad. Don't touch this. This is my house. Very territorial. But Lester got a much needed break. And it didn't take too long. They were just best buddies. I mean, look at this. Flat on her back. Like, hey, mate, be my friend. That's kind of how my ex used to make friends at parties. And so it was on. Rainey and Pepper became totally and completely inseparable for about the full 4 to 5 days Pepper stayed with us this time. It was awesome. Lester got a much needed break. Lester and I could actually leave the house. So we decided to go out and do some stuff, just Lester and I, like the good old days while this was going on. Because frankly, Lester didn't really like that he was not included in the playtime, as you can see here. He's like, wait a minute, I'm losing out now. You know, it's just, dogs are funny. It's dealing with dogs in a lot of ways is like dealing with people, especially if you're dealing with any feral people. And I've sure had my fair share of feral people to handle in my career. But see how much they love each other. Oh, it's so cute. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. If you don't have experience with bulldogs, French bulldogs, American bulldogs, anything bulldog, you just really don't quite grasp why they're called a bulldog. I mean, you ever wonder where the term, boy, that guy's a real bulldog or she's a real bulldog? They just don't ever give up. They don't stop. They don't have an off switch. And that's kind of what Rain needed, because she needed somebody to challenge her ability to not give up and turn her off switch off. So she met her match. And it was a good thing that they enjoyed each other's company, because she got beat down by the bulldog. Huh. Thank goodness. Look, I do want everybody to take away from this. Rainey has a lot of work to go. She is still very, very out of bounds on a lot of dog behavior. That started with the way she was born, the trauma that she endured when she was born. If I didn't manage money and work between 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. and kind of run my own schedule, there's no way. There's no way this would have happened. You know, without Lester, this wouldn't have happened. Rescue dogs are a full-time job. Just know that, please. But with that said, these dogs are so amazingly fun. I mean, Lester and I took this time, like I said, to get out of the house, let the bulldog and Rainey wear each other out. And we went and did our range at the baseball field practice, where I got to hit some golf balls. Lester got a little workout. We got to work on our training in our time. In the end, I promise you, Rainey is going to be an amazing, awesome dog. Maybe better than Lester. I don't know, but we'll see. Are lucky that we left this fish on the counter. That's Alaskan king salmon. You want some king salmon? You want some king salmon? Okay, you gotta wait a few minutes. We'll drop it in there and we'll get you some king salmon.